What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jaw Trades, and welcome back to another video. And as you can tell by the title, I just want to go over my settings that I use in deep charts. I'm not going to go over any of the setups or any of the trades I've taken in this video. I strictly just want to go over what indicators and what settings I use within deep charts. So if you're looking for like a setup video or entry video, this is not it. But make sure to subscribe because I will be bringing you some of that soon. But that being said, yeah, I just want to talk about the settings that I use to help me secure $10,000 with Top Step. You see on the screen right now, I had a $5,000 payout 5 days ago. Now, I will be honest, I like being transparent. I already blew these accounts. So it is what it is. But if we head back over here, I'm already back fully funded for the next set of payouts. So not for the next set of payouts, but my next trading, I don't know, journey to the next payout. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh yeah, and I can show you the payout right here, so you know it's legit. Now I'm not just face not FaceTime and photoshopping it or something. You guys know better. I do not do that. But that being said, let's go ahead and go over the settings I use. So first, I want to go over this chart, the 40 range chart. If you use deep charts, you probably use this because this is what Fabio and I forgot his other name likes to use, and you guys will often see like these green and purple boxes, which are like really good zones to trade off of. Fabio uses it as well, so I'm pretty sure like everybody that has deep charts uses this. But either way, if you don't have the settings, here it is right here. I have deep trades on here as well, with a minimum filter of 41. Now I do switch between GC and NQ and silver, and I found the sweet spot to be in 6 7. I'm sorry, I found the sweet spot to be 41 for me, where all across the board I can see trades at a decent rate at this size. So yeah, as you can see, my settings, I have days to load 20, aggregate trades, I'm pretty sure that's default, and then minimum trade or minimum filter is 41, filter max 0, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure everything else is the same way. I'm not too sure, but you can pause at each section of the video if you need to take your time. And then yeah, that's that for the deep trades. And then next, for the imbalance tracker, this is what I use. I use a minimum 300. Again, I use it across silver, gold, and NQ, and I found this to be sort of the sweet spot for it. So minimum balance percent. I don't know if it's default or not, but this is what I use. Minimum imbalance percentage 300. Minimum number of consecutive imbalances 3. And here are the plot settings as well. So you can grab that. Boom. Again, this is the 40 range. I like to use the 40 range because if you can see, you can really tell when the market is either consolidating, when we're in a bullish market, a bearish market. It's very easy to tell with this, especially like when we're trending. You can see you can really tell the difference, or not tell the difference, but you can really see in depth, like the lower highs, higher lows, and things like that. So there you go. That's what I use, 40 range. But yeah, if you use deep charts, you probably already use it. So next, I use the shift candle. This is basically, my bad. Let me bring that up. Shift candle is basically telling you where it could potentially reverse. So here's the settings on that. I don't think I changed anything on here, but here's the settings for that. Go ahead and pause the video if you need that. Boom, 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 and yeah. And then after that, um, here's the daily volume profile that I use. I don't think I changed anything on here as well. Is this the daily? Yeah, this is the daily. Also use a weekly, but here's the daily. I don't think I changed anything. Maybe the VWAP settings, but go ahead and copy things if you need to. Here's that, VWAP, boom. And then I also use the composite. Oh, let's look at the deep effort. That is what these green and purple boxes are, what Fabio did. What I mean, it's really it's a nice indicator. You can really take trades off of these. It's really nice. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's really nice. Do your research about it if you don't use it, but it's really nice. But no settings really to change on there. And then the last one is the composite volume profile that I use as well, which is what you see on this right side. Is basically taking everything. If I was to zoom out, it's taking everything on this chart and building a volume profile off of it. As you can see, we have value area high right here, value area low, and VWAP right here. So, and I have it on 60 days, but I'm probably going to decrease that. I got to do some back testing because 60 days is a lot. I'm probably going to do like 14 days or something. See like a 2 week sort of volume profile on this. 60 days is a lot. But yeah, have that as well. Here's the settings for that. I didn't change anything, so it's basically, yeah, the same thing. It's basically the same thing that it already is. That's it for the 40 tick. Now, if I grab my other chart, this is my hourly chart that I like to use, that I like to look at levels. Basically, I can spot supply and demand on here. And I use this chart as well to see like bigger trades. You can see there's way less. You can see way less trades than if you'll see on my other charts. That's because I like to mark bigger buyers, bigger sellers on this chart so I can know what buyers and sellers did. As you can see, we had big sellers down here, failed, and we bought through it. Sellers continued down. Big sellers tried to push through VWAP down here, failed, and it kind of got bought back up for like 50 points ish. But yeah, this is just the 60-minute chart I like to use for levels. You can see I have multiple different things. Well, that's what this video is for. I'm going to show you these multiple different things. So we have the deep trades, like I said. Is universal across GC, silver, and NQ. I use more GC and NQ. Silver, is less volume, but more GC and NQ. But it also does work on silver. Sorry, there's a little fly in my face. I like to use the filter min of 150. So every bubble you see, at least 150 trades were taken at that moment, all at one time. That's why I like to use it to see where big buyers are, big sellers are. And yeah, that's basically it for that. Like I said, 60 minutes, 60 days, so I can look back. What else do I have on here? I also have the daily volume profile set up, but I have the volume removed. As you saw on the other one, like if I bring up, let's see. Let me bring up the other one. Sorry, you can see Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan, the three GOATs. More Kobe, but I'm not going to start that today. You see on this 40 range, did this just freeze? I know it did not just freeze on me. Jeez. Did it really just freeze on me? Oh, it's frozen because I have this open. But you can see on the 40 range that if I bring it back up, you can see I have all this volume there and everything. But on the 60-minute, I don't have that there. Just to make it a little cleaner for myself, I can see what's actually going on. I still have the daily like areas marked out, like the volume area high, point of control, which is this purple line, VWAP, and value area low marked out. But in terms of volume, I got that out just to get rid of some of the clutter. And really you can, well, there you go. When you zoom in, it gets rid of it because I have the opacity super low. But kind of use this as areas of interest where I can see supply and demand zones. Basically areas I can see where trap buyers are, trap sellers are, potential reversal points, and everything like that. So yeah, here's the settings for the daily volume profile. Here's that, the data settings, the plot settings, visual appearance. Here's that for you. So you can see how I have that set up. Boom, 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 boom. Point of control. You can see how I have that set up. I'm pretty sure that's still the same. Value area is still the same. Here's all that for you. Valley. I do want to enable business zones. I haven't really tested business zones just yet, so I guess I'll do that over the weekend. Give me something to do. Here's VWAP settings, and then boom, that's it. And then also on this one, I have the weekly volume profile, as you can see, weekly volume profile set to the right, just so I can see what's going on for that week. And it resets every Sunday, so it's not going to take, if it's a Monday, it's not going to take from Monday to last Monday. It resets every Sunday, so it will start filling up again starting that Sunday. So yeah, there's that for you. And then let's move on to the next, which is this 1 minute chart I have. This chart I like to flip between 1 minute, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes, just to get a good picture. I also have like smaller deep trades on here so I can see, have a better look on the smaller trades going on. Like as you can see earlier today, we had trap sellers down here, and I think I took a trade around here, maybe like up here I took a trade, and it hit for 50 points. Around here I took a trade. I know with my Discord, by the way, I'll link down in the description below if you want to join or anything. But with my Discord, I took a trade around here, and it shot up for 50 points and secured. I could have secured more, but like I said, I had a bad week. I think I lost 3 out of the 5 days. Had a bad week, so I just wanted to secure points and build my confidence going into this weekend. But yeah, here's the setting on this. I also have the daily profile on here. Let's see, I price deep trades. Here's the settings for that. 41, like I still have on my 40 range chart. 41 filter min. Days of low 20. Boom, 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 boom. It's basically the same settings as my 40 range, except on the 40 range I have the that one indicator. I forgot what it's called already, but that Fabio made. Here's the size on it, and then boom. Let's go to the next one. The imbalance tracker. See, 300%, same settings basically as the 40 range. And then shift candle, you guys know what that is. I just basically told you. There's that. The daily profile, same settings. Here's that. Forgot to open these for on the other chart for you guys, but here's that for you. Number of profile 20, so it goes back on the chart 20 profiles, so you'll see 20 days worth of volume profile if you zoom out. Point of control. I do need to change point of control red to on my other charts. I have it like purple, and sometimes it confuses me. I'm like, what is that? But I eventually end up remembering. I just have it different colors. Here's that for you. The peak and valleys. Don't really use that too much. At least like these areas of like that other people use for support and resistance. I don't really use it. Low volume nodes I do, but I don't really use high volume nodes unless it's at point of control. I really don't care for high volume nodes. I really do like low volume nodes though. So yeah, that's the daily profile. And then, oops. And then, here's a setting for this. What is this? Delta volume. Do I have 2 volume profiles on? Well, whatever this is, I don't know. But here's that for, oh, this may be when I'm drawing on a chart. That's probably what it is. Okay, yeah, it's probably when I'm drawing on a chart. But yeah, same settings, same thing. And then lastly, my CVD, as you can see down here, I use for divergences and everything. Everything's the same, didn't change anything. Okay, and then lastly, what I like to use is this footprint chart. I like to look at the bid and ask as time goes on the 5 minute, because you can get some good examples of where buyers or sellers are being absorbed. I know we had some earlier this day, which was also the reason why I took this trade. As you can see, sellers kept failing down here. It originally started on this initiation candle. Sellers failed, 18 to 0, 18 to 0, 3 to 0. Then we came back down, retested, 32 to 1, 37 to 0, 3 to 0, 38 to 0, 47 6, and yeah. And then we shot out of there. Another reason I took that trade. I can also see the volume and stuff. Let's go over. I don't need to explain it. Let's just go over the indicators. So we got the deep print. I didn't change anything on here. Actually, no, I did change something. I remember, because it wasn't originally looking like this. So I'm just going to go over each setting for you guys. Boom, plot settings. PLC I have on. I like looking at PLC because if PLC starts high, let's say on this candle, and then flips to the bottom, that tells me that buyers are actually fighting. So yeah, I like to use PLC on these. No value area, don't really care for a 5-minute candle when I can see the whole daily value area. And then yeah, there's the rest of that. Boom. And then lastly, the stats, the deep stats, which is just this down here. I didn't change anything as well. Same thing. Boom, 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 boom. It's all the same thing. But yeah, that's the settings I use to help make me 10K so far in January. Took a 5K payout. Like I said, I did have a bad week so far, but at the same time, I did get refunded 5 accounts. So just building that back up again. And if you want to come trade with me, I'm live every day. I'll leave my Discord down below in the description. And make sure you use code JA with Tradeify if you want the best discount with Tradeify. So yeah, that being said, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see, any videos you'd like to see, how I take setups, whatever. I don't know, whatever you guys trying to see, how to use volume profile, how I use deep stats, whatever it is. Just let me know down in the description below. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram and my TikTok, and subscribe to me on YouTube, and like this video. It'll be much appreciated. And like I said, join the Discord if you want to. And yeah, it's been your boy Ja Trades. I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful weekend, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.